Friday's video, YouTube, you know what that means. A brand new, updated 4-3-2-1 custom tactics for you. But first, drop this video a like for me. Drop a comment down below. And if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. So, I'm not going to go into too much detail. Well, I mean, I am in the video, but as a little bit of an overview, we already know how overpowered, meta, broken, whatever word you want to call it.
For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy FC24 coins, please check out mmoexp.com. Remember to use the code WOLF at the checkout for a massive 5% off your order. Link is down in the description below. Go and check them out.
Overpowered broker formation the 4-3-2-1 is. We already know it is, hence why you're watching this video. It is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best formation on FC24, and I know there are a little bit of rumours going around. Is this formation in FC25? It is, but there is a little bit of a tweak. Instead of having two centre forwards like we do here on your screen, for example, it's the left centre forward and the right centre forward, they are actually cams on FC25. So they are kind of like a left-sided cam and a right-sided cam. And I'm just going to tell you this now, it is still very good in FC24, in FC25 should I say. Obviously we don't know until the full game is out which formations are going to be the best, but what I have heard and what I have played as well, which I'm not going to go into too much detail, but the 4-3-2-1 is still definitely a meta formation to use. Now, balanced on the defensive style, yes YouTube, you already know it by now, you should already know it and you probably do. It is of course balanced on the defensive style. I am not interested in a pressure on heavy touch, press after possession loss, or any of that good stuff with the 4-3-2-1. I just much prefer a balanced style where your team presses the ball to the middle of the pitch and your team shape is neutral. That is definitely just the best way to do it, YouTube. It really is, without a shadow of a doubt. Now, the defensive width. There are two options you can use. Okay, so option number one is the option that I'm currently using and the option that I think is probably the best. That is the 35 width. I like to go very narrow, very nice and compact. Basically just making it harder for my opponent to break me down. It's very simple when you break it down like that, YouTube. That is just what I prefer. I think it's what is the best thing to use in the 4-3-2-1, having your whole back four in general a little bit narrow within the width of the 18-yard box, making us harder to break down. But, and there is a but, if you are someone that kind of thinks that that isn't a, I don't know how to explain it, but you kind of think that's a little bit too narrow for you, I would recommend the 45 width. So 45 width is still good, definitely meta, definitely broken. All of them little bit of buzzwords, niche words that you want to use. The 45 width is all of that and more. I just prefer to go quite narrow with this formation, YouTube. Basically, I like to be, like I just said, nice and narrow, nice and compact, and making us harder to break down. The defensive depth, yes, I'm probably not going to spend too much time on this. It is 100 depth, YouTube. I know you might be scared of it when you're using it, and especially when you're first starting to use it and think, God, is this too high for me? Just trust me, YouTube. Use it. You will be shocked at how broken and overpowered it is. Just use it. Trust me. There are two other options, though. I would recommend 71 depth or 61 depth. So if you don't want to use the 100 depth, I would recommend the 71 depth or the 61 depth. But for me, of course, it is the 100 depth. The offense's build-up, play, and chance creation, of course, is going to be balanced and direct passing. Very simple, YouTube. My bread and butter. Balance and direct passing. Now, the offensive width, this hasn't really changed at all, really, throughout all of my FC24 time with the 4-3-2-1. I've always kind of used in between that 40 and 45 to 40 to 50 mark with the offensive width. I've kind of stuck with it in the middle on the 45 offensive width. I basically want my left centre forward and my right centre forward to just be a little bit more narrow to basically just get easier passing options on when we have the ball. That's kind of really the only reason that I use the 45 width. It works for me. We get rank 1 near enough every single week, so I'm obviously doing something right. Players in the box, though, I up it from the default, which is 5. I only up it 1 to 6. Very simple, YouTube. The more players that we have in the box, the more likely we are to score a goal. Very simple when you break it down like that. Corners and free kicks, I leave them on 3 and 3, so I don't touch them. They are just on the default settings, 3 and 3. Custom tactics done. Let's get into the player instructions. Check out trustdice.win, link is down in the description below. It is what I use to place all of my accumulators and my bets on for all of this weekend's Premier League games. And now as well, as you can see on your screen, you do get enhanced win odds. And this is very important to me because you will know, of course, watching my videos, who I do support Aston Villa. So we will check out the enhanced odds right now, and here we are. Aston Villa are currently 4.4 to win against Arsenal. Arsenal are heavy favourites. I'm going to have a little bit of a word with them with that, because I don't know if I agree with that. And you will see right here, actually, the win probability. Only 22% for Aston Villa. Ooh, trust dice. But they are the best and most competitive odds you can find for your weekend's accumulators or singular bets. And, of course, they do have the casino games, the live casino, the slot machines, everything you do want. So, of course, YouTube, please check out trustdice.win. Link is down in the description below to sign up. Let's get it going. Now, you already know in a Connor Woolf custom tactics video what my striker is going to be on. It is, of course, stay central and getting behind. That has never, ever, ever changed on FC24 YouTube. Probably won't change on FC25. Well, I mean, it will because of certain different tweaks to the custom tactics that they are bringing out, which I'm really looking forward to, by the way. But yeah, I want my striker to stay in them central areas of the pitch. And because my striker is in them central areas of the pitch, I want my striker to make them penetrating runs in behind. Very simple when you break it down like that. That is why I use it. And that is exactly the same on my right centre forward as well. I want my right centre forward to stay in them central areas of the pitch. And also when he or she is staying in them central areas of the pitch, I want the striker to make the penetrating runs in behind. Because my opponent has to then think about, well, if I don't mark the run, there is then my striker on my right centre forward just running clean through on goal. And then if my opponent does then mark the run by he or she, that then leaves a nice big gap for my midfielders to pick up the ball in nice lots of space. Left centre forward, exactly the same as what they've always been on in the 4-3-2-1. Come back on defence is the only thing I put my left centre forward on. I want my left centre forward to drop in to that left midfield of a 4-4-2 when we don't have the ball. But then when we get the ball, push straight back up into that left centre forward position. Very important, YouTube, and it just does, again, just add another attacking outlet and another defensive outlet in the 4-3-2-1. The left central midfielder, like I say in every single updated 4-3-2-1 video though, YouTube, the left central midfielder will get a lot of goals and a lot of assists for you, believe you me. So my left central midfielder is on balanced attack, getting to the box for cross, which is why he or she, well, in my case, a she, will get a lot of goals and a lot of assists, and cover centre. So definitely use a more like traditional attacking central midfielder, or even an attacker in that position there in the left central midfielder. Middle central midfielder, this is like a traditional number 6, so like a Rodri for Manchester City, a Boubacar Kamara for Aston Villa, up the Villa. Massive win against West Ham at the weekend. So this midfielder's job is to just shield and protect the back four, then give the ball back to the better players when we get it. So stay back wide attacking and cover centre on that middle central midfielder. The right central midfielder, I like to call this player a traditional kind of like box to box. So this player is kind of going to want to have it all. They're going to want to have good defensive stats, or not even good, just competent defensive stats, but at the same time be very effective in the attacking third. And because of that, I actually don't touch the player instructions on my right central midfielder. So balanced attack, balanced crossing runs and cover wing. My right back is then on stay back wide attacking, YouTube, so I don't attack with my right back at all. So my right back, stay back wide attacking. Both centre backs though, completely default player instructions. I don't want to touch them player instructions on the two centre backs. So stay back wide attacking, normal interceptions and stick to position. And then last but not least, actually I've got my goalkeeper as well, but last but not least on the outfield players, I love to attack with my left back, YouTube. I want my left back bombing on down that left hand side, kind of like Unai Emery does with Aston Villa with Luca Dean and Maatsen now in. A beautiful little touch he played into Jacob Ramsey for our second goal of the weekend, by the way. Beautiful. So because of that, join the attack and overlap on that left back. So that left back will be bombing on down the left hand side when we get the ball. You will notice the left back will kind of actually get quite a few goals and will definitely get a lot of assists for you in the 4-3-2-1. And then last but not least, my goalkeeper, YouTube, comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. And that right there, YouTube, is my brand new updated 4-3-2-1 custom tactics for you. If you did enjoy this video, you know what to do. Drop it a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, YouTube, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive male attitude. Peace out. One.